any new business come forward with Wilson County Board of Education this time?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to address again the situation between Mount Judah High School and the new Green Hill High School. When those 10th graders move over to the Green Hill High School next year, the athletics at the new school will be non-existent. I would like to come up with a way that those students that are participating in athletics have an option to stay or go. Is there some way we can have a discussion on that? Because football, 11th grade next year football will be a junior JV game at best, and those kids will work really hard all their life, possibly to play at the next level. It's really going to penalize that sport in particular, as well as volleyball. I don't know all sports, but it'd be really a detriment to those student athletes.
Has it been determined, will this new school, Dr. White, will it compete on a varsity level as far as football goes? I mean, other sports maybe can understand what Wayne's saying as far as football goes. I know some schools have decided, they don't want, they're not, they gonna play a sort of a JV type schedule, or, I think several years ago, Wilson Central just decided now they're gonna jump right away in. But I know there are cases in other counties where they've done this and they've decided to play a scale down.
Mr. Chair, if you'll allow Chuck to come up, because this is a conversation we have had based on, not only, what, within TSSAA, but also what's occurred in Rutherford County, as well as Williamson County, and Gilman High School, and what, process and ramifications for the new teams.
With football and with the scheduling, or with the classification cycle, this is the first, this fall is the first year of a 2-year contract cycle. Because when you play football's different than other sports. You have 1 year where you play home, the game at one venue. The next year you return the favor and you go to the opposing team's venue. Okay, so this year Gallatin played Mount Juliet at Mount Juliet. Next year they're going to go up 109 and play that game at Gallatin. Because it takes 2 years to make that work, you schedule in 2-year increments. We do classifications in 4-year increments, and we have a reset. We have an opportunity to reset every 2 years, mid-cycle. Because of that, because we're on this, next year will be the second half of that 2-year contract, and because we're on an odd part of the classification cycle, Green Hill will not be assigned a region for varsity football. Does that make sense?
Oh, it does, and that's what my problem is.
Yes. So
they were able to stay in Mount Juliet for an additional year. There again, we got to look at the population of these schools too.
Yes.
But I got to believe there's 20, 30 kids off of a football team possibly. I don't know the number, but I think we need to make some way to do that.
The options that others, and this is not a very common phenomenon. They're just, high schools don't just fall out of the sky every year in Middle Tennessee. The few times, and it's every other year that you have to deal with this. Other schools have either had a JV year, or they've worked off the books and have had varsity games with out-of-state or non-TSSAA opponents. So
other than football, problem with the student athletes?
According to TSSAA, every other team at Green Hill would be eligible to win a state championship in year 1. they would. So, now obviously, if we have a lot of seniors, I would anticipate seniors would elect to stay at their schools. So I would anticipate a relatively small athletic senior class at Greenville in year one. But they would be able, Nolensville High School is a neighbor school in Williamson County, actually won a first round playoff game in football without a senior on the team. The first year that they were eligible to go. So, they
But they were eligible to play in state recognized tournament.
Their first year that they opened with just sophomores because of that cycle. The next year they just had juniors and they made the playoffs that year.
Greenville opened up, when Greenville opens up next year, there's no way for them to have a varsity football team. Is that correct?
They will not be able to compete against other varsity football teams in a region.
Would you also agree that the senior year of an athlete is pivotal when he gets some type of scholarship?
It happens before. It happens, the hype happens
We don't
before.
have that senior year.
It happens well before senior year.
There's one point, I think, just for clarification for everybody. When we opened Greenville High School, your capacity ratios right now where Wilson Central, Lebanon, and Mount Juliet are not where kids can stay, regardless of the student load in that building. When we build a new high school, they're gonna come down below your capacity issues. So I think your junior question probably isn't gonna be answered because there's gonna be space at the existing schools, when that opens next year. So you already have a mechanism in place to allow kids to stay, that if you're talking about incoming juniors, they have a way that could stay because the capacity of the buildings are going to be at a point where they can stay if they choose to do that.
And I understand that, but they're also being told, no, there's no other avenue to pursue this.
Who's telling them that?
Yeah, that's the question, Wayne, who's telling them that?
Mr. Moss.
Who?
Stan Moss. But what happens, Chuck, if we let these 10th graders, juniors next year stay there, what happens when they're seniors? They can get that option of staying at Mount Junior, or they have to go to Green Hills in. Because I mean, that's where there's all.
It's true, it's true.
If you let them stay, I understand what you're saying. Because I went through that, we went through that when Wilson Central was built, and they took over half of the football team out of Mount Junior. But, at the same token, if you allow 30 kids to stay there as juniors to play football, then their senior year, do they have an option of finishing out there? Or do they have to go? That's the decision we'll have to make.
I would assume so. I've got a question to ask also. At what point does Green Hill get to have a senior class for their athletic programs? I've got to think about that. I got to think about all of them. So it's a balance. We all we got to think about all of them. And there are going to be some that are going to make that choice to move. There are going to some that hopefully have that that they're going to have that choice to stay because of connections with coaches.
And Chuck, that's a piece that's not been said, but it's also going to be very dependent on who the coach
Yes.
will be at either school. Because again, we've seen that happen when we know what the draw could be potentially by the coach.
Yes.
There's also going to be a question about bona fide change of residence when you get into some of this, because I was playing at one school one year and moving to another school and I changed the residence.
And we're
I don't
also
believe the school system will have precedent. Now, Mr. Lutz or something has been on the council down there, so maybe if he's more aware of that, I'd like him to speak. I believe the CWSAA would have an issue in this thing too.
To answer your question, Joe, 2 years ago, I was in class. Green Hill.
TWS from an eligibility standpoint, if you are eligible, if you are rezoned, at that point on, you're eligible. You don't have to change your residence. One of the few instances where you cannot change your residence. So if they change zoning, which you would be doing, those kids would be immediately eligible if they went to Green Hills. They would also be eligible if you put something in place that allowed them to stay at Mount Juliet. But after that 1 year, they could not transfer, then they would be considered ineligible. So if, my advice, whatever you do, I see the point of this. I don't know how you say you can stay this year, but we're gonna force you to go next year. From an athletic standpoint.
It's also the terminal year, which would also say that we're remain.
So you need to think about that as you go forward. But on a change of zoning, they are eligible. But after that year, they can't pick up and go and be eligible. And that, you need to think about that and decide.
I think the other thing, maybe that's what was with me is we're doing registrations early this year, we're doing those in December. So by January, we should know who has requested as far as signatures are concerned to go to Green Hill or anything else, but we also have the capacity issues at that time to bring to you. As far as Mr. Moss's comments, right now, when we say juniors can go, your open enrollment for capacity issues is in the month of February. You have that in your policy, so that's not here yet for that month for the capacity question. So what Mr. Moss is telling right now is true from the standpoint of the junior. The capacity issue doesn't come up until February where your open enrollment policy kicks into effect.
Now, that's not been explained properly. What I understand what he's telling the parents is that they don't have an option, they're gonna go to Green Hill. Don't mention all the others, I get what you're saying, Mr. Hall, but, that's not what been relayed to the parents.
And Wayne, I would feel that quite a few messages from parents too, because it's sort of relayed what you're just saying, and I've asked them if they've had a direct conversation with Mr. Moss. No, but they were told that that's what he said. So, again, we're talking about if it's pure rezoning based on how the school's gonna be set up, it's completely, which Mr. Moss is addressing. But when you start looking at as far as the athletic piece, what you've brought up as far as specifically to football, we're talking about something that we're going to have to look at, without cannibalizing Mount Juliet High School's football team, but also making sure that we're gonna be sensitive as far as that. We're not gonna force kids over to, Green Hill High School when we can't, field a varsity team. So, but we're talking about the juniors. We're not talking about the entire Mount Juliet High School football team.
So about this year's softball.
Yes, sir, this year's softball.
Can you step back up the podium again, Mr. Hall? What you're telling us, if I'm a sophomore and I play at Mount Juliet next year as a junior, I can't play there the following year?
You can play there again. Once you start your athletic record, they don't care. I mean, the rules don't apply. What you can't do, that's right. What you can't do is play as a junior at Mount Juliet, and then even if you said, the board said, now we're gonna force you to go, they will be ruled ineligible, and you need to take that into consideration. I'm sorry.
And that's what we try to explain to some parents, want to know if they can have a choice. We're not gonna play that way. Because they're wondering, what if I don't want, or what if the coach is someone that my child would like to play for, but I've already made that decision to stay? We've had to explain that too, Wayne. And I understand the parents' question, however, we're not gonna play the game as far as, let me see how it works here, and then if not, I'm gonna go elsewhere.
Well, if the parents I talk to, it's not about the coaches. It's about playing for the mayor. It's like it would be for London to play for the Devils, those type of things. So it's not about the coaches. It's about finishing their career as Mount Juliet.
Well, there's a rumor going around right now about coaching, and so I've been asked about that, and I said, we haven't even selected the principal yet. Certainly don't know about the coach.
And we do have a unique situation in other districts. They've taken one school and carved it out. We're taking the entire county and changing everybody just a little bit. So it's not my hometown and a corner of my hometown. It's it's Watertown, it's Central, it's Lebanon, it's everybody, so.
We're not there, we're going to do that.
That's right. So we got ripples going every which way. So yes, sir, we've got to think it through.
Dr. I've got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
We have a projection of what we think, and we don't know for sure, but what would the projected enrollment be for Green Hill when it opens?
Well, you know, a year ago, we were already saying that if it opened at that time, it would have been 1,600. And so we have, you know, looking at numbers today, it went from 1,600, 1,700, unless if you see something since then.
If you make everyone go, Mr. Price made this a few weeks ago, your three-year school, Greenville, Lebanon, Wilson Central, and Mountville would end up around 1,500 to 1,600 apiece. Lebanon would be about 1,700, and then Watertown would be around 700. That's if you make everyone go and then give the seniors the option to stay.
Lebanon would be 1,700,
You know, we're just,
and what would you say the other three would be?
Around 1,500 to 1,600.
Watertown's gonna be about
700.
700.
That's if everyone went and you didn't allow seniors or anyone to study, they just where their zone to go to.
and not taking into consideration too, because again, we don't know, we don't have a crystal ball as far as any new movement, as far as, enrollment. And, again, elementary's been really impacted this year, but we don't know what the enrollment will be. And new high schools are always attractive, when families start moving into a district.
I think we're gonna have this, we're talking about football, it's gonna be very easy for band, it's gonna be for chorus, it's gonna be for drama. These kids grow up the program and get them on stay. So I think as this comes up, if there's room, we can accommodate. I think we need to do everything we can without overcrowding the school to do what's in the best interest of each individual child. And that may be a whole lot of reviewing out zoning transfers for good reasons, whether it's because a sibling is there or because there's a program that's special there. It may be a lot of work, but we want to try to do what's best for each individual student,
I'm
not
not
just
cautious.
classify.
I understand that, but I want to caution you on that, particularly when we get into either grandfather or when we get specialty courses coming from two districts in my tenure. It becomes something where we get very creative, and, it creates not only other headaches, but issues as far as people reporting to other families, it can be quite ugly, and then you have students that want to enroll in a specialty program, and then you have to monitor to make sure that not only do they go to the program and not opt out after 2 weeks, that they remain in the program.
I understand, and I know that there's going to be good games, which is why we need to do a good job of that, to give Mr. Moss and his team some extra help, because if they're going to get overloaded.
I'm going to caution again that don't add too many extras to it as far as, because we've already put that grade level, we're already making somewhat of an allowance as far as athletics. But you're going to have parents shopping, because again, it's not just one high school that's impacted, all our high schools impacted, and they'll look for specialty programs. In fact, there's already some rumors out there that some parents have prompted me on, of what they're potentially looking at. And, more or less asking permission if it would apply. And it's not good, it's really not good.
Mr. Whitlock, with these, 4 big schools, will they remain 6-8 with these numbers, 1,500
We may see, depending on the number of those seniors that stay and the number of folks that stay at their home school, we may see some that would be on that 5A line for football. They would be clearly in the 3A for all the other sports, but they would be on that line. They may be very large 5A or very, very small 6A.
like Allen Hills?
Depending on where the line is.
Well, you can always request a look and go up.
Yes. Yes.
But what is the line, what is the cutoff here for 6-8?
It was the last time, and yes, it was right around 1,500 last time. But what they do is they take everybody sport by sport, and they rank them from the biggest to the smallest. office and they split them as close as they can 6 ways. So, we have schools coming, we got schools going, it's just wherever we are that year when we do the reclassification. So.
Speaking of Matt Reed, there is 3-0 with 7-7 first quarter.
The big game is the middle school. It might just moving water down, but I'm going at it tonight.
So
County championship.
the number for 6A is 1509, correct?
Okay.
So, I just got, I understand this, and I got a comment I want to make about this. And, because it's another big part of this rezone, so, especially if you've got a child that's an athlete, that's, likes where he's at, and that's tough. I understand that.
Or the fine arts
And
programs, it's
I
like
want to
that.
give you a little history here too, and I'm sure Chuck may can remember this, and I know Mickey does. When we opened up Wilson Central High School, and we thought at the time that we needed to rezone Southside to go to Wilson Central to help fill the school up. And whenever we did that, there was a group of athletes that were coming through Southside that were outstanding. And it was almost like Lebanon got the death penalty. I mean, we went through a phase there, we had some not really good coaching, but we lost some really good athletes, and it took a while to overcome that. And it's not easy. And I guess maybe all the things that I've ever had, people that expressed their dissatisfaction with me was about why did we take all those kids away from Lebanon High School? And it turned out good for them, because they had a great experience. But it was tough on the Lebanon athletics, not just the football. It hurt them all, because Southside at that time, they had a run of really good players. I mean, kids that's gone home to play college, still play college. And so I understand some folks that they apprehensive about this, it sure can. But what we got to do is we got to try to do the best we can to make it work for them all, and see that everybody gets the best opportunity they can get. That's my opinion. Anything else?
Yes, one other question, Mr. Chairman, and that would be maybe Bill Moss can answer this. Will we have any type of ROTC program at Region?
As he's making his way up here, I can tell you that we're making requests, we've, had conversation with the Army, I believe, especially that we, give information to, and I'm trying to remember, who is the contact person, maybe that you spoke to that you attend church with? General?
General Pickler, for the Army, Bill's been working with him,
We
retired.
called the Army and asked them about it. They said there's a 250 long waiting list. We would go in at the bottom of that. We could put in our own program and fund it, if we wanted to. And when you look at the numbers, we can't afford that. I mean, I don't think we can afford, I can't recommend to you to do that, okay? Then we went to the Marines. The Marines said no, that they only had 4 in the state, and they would not put 2 in one county. So we've been shut down every place we've gone to ask if there's gonna be an ROTC program, just to, and we have tried, trust me. When you get a 3-star, you need a 3-star. When you get a 3-star asking questions and they shut him down, they're not gonna pay any attention to me. But they shut us down, so.
The military units have been coming back across the country as well.
There was a big budget cut, 3 or 4 years, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, Mickey, whenever it was. And, at that point, they quit adding units. So.
Any Air Force is out?
Yes, sir. All of them are out.
Coast Guard?
Well, you can have a regular, we last document, we had a Renegade Coast Guard that was in with the Navy unit at one of the high schools, so.
Coast Guard is strong here in Nashville. We haven't had an invasion since we put that ship over Shelby Park.
Yes, sir. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I didn't like it. Yes, we did.
Well,
And I hear a lot of
I didn't want you to think you did.
We are actively pursuing Mr. Denise because we see that as important and, so far we've not been successful.
I think
It's when they shut you down, they shut you down, so.
I think it's good we pursue that. Maybe there are alternatives we could look at, or some other type of just leadership program that we look into, maybe expand it a little bit. It's a good opportunity. Those programs do a lot of leadership. Even if you don't go into the military, that's what you want. There's a whole lot of unique leadership that goes into that.
Any other business come before the board this time? But I do think, Dr. Raymond, we need to keep some kind of open dialogue on the ROTC thing and also on how we gonna go about signing this.
Absolutely, and on the ROTC thing, I mean, we did everything, in fact, last winter, I must say that we were somewhat, I would put that on me, not on shameless in pursuing, some, military units that were at a technology conference, and, they did give us their card, but we didn't get a call back, and we told them we would really seriously detain, a unit at a new high school, but we've not been successful yet.
Anything else? One other motion needs to be made. Motion to adjourn. Motion, Mr. Robert, here, second. Second, Mr. Weldon. This meeting